right, man. So I got to ask you, just growing up, who were some of your favorite baseball players?
Okay, so St. Louisan, right? Grew up in St. Louis.
Okay.
Pujols, obviously. I was a catcher actually growing up. So, like growing up, I watched Matheny and Molina a ton. Then once I started switching to pitching, like Chris Carpenter, I always loved Jason Isringhausen growing up. And Wainwright were probably the biggest ones that
So
I.
you were a fan when they won the World Series here, then, right?
Yeah, I was. So I was like, I'm like, so I get drafted by Texas, right? I'm like, well, this is ironic because I was a real happy 18-year-old at your guys' expense about 6 years ago. But no, I loved. Let me preface this. I loved almost everybody that I encountered here. They were great.
I love it, man. So being a reliever, man, I gotta ask you this: if you had to do a Mount Rushmore, put four on the mountaintop for relievers, who are you for?
You want like? I'll go since I started watching. All right, probably Mo is definitely.
42,
he's the pinnacle, right? I'd say Mo. I probably got to throw Kimbrel on there because, I mean, he punched out like the most people ever through like whatever benchmark you want to find early on. It's unbelievable. So yeah, was it four? Yeah, four presidents on there, right? It's been a long time since I've been to South Dakota. So you got those two, probably Hoffman. And then the fourth, I feel like I got to have a wild card on there, but I don't know where I want to go. So we got then I got to say Papelbon. Papelbon, when I first started, because I loved closers growing up, and wild card, just how dominant kind of they were. Him and Mo were kind of in that stretch. He was up there for me. So might be a little controversial take, but I'm gonna put him up there.
I love that, but I got something more controversial for you there. So let's have some fun here. I'm a video game player, right?
I
gotta ask you this, man. The first time you saw yourself on a video game, what did you think?
So I don't play the show.
Okay.
I don't play the show. So the closest was that when I did was like in the minor leagues, and I'm like playing the road to this. I'm like, I'm gonna do this myself in a video game, right? I got to guess myself in our game, so the velo was right, and that's all that really matters, right?
Yeah.
As long as you throw hard in there, you can throw hard out here. So,
yeah. I like that, man. So the relievers, everybody has their theme music, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how Edwin Diaz has his theme and everything. Batiste has his theme, but I gotta ask you this: Fairbanks has his own theme song named after you. So you can pick any artist that are not for that song who does it.
Oh, it's probably Angels and Airwaves. Either Angels and Airwaves or Blink. Those are my two. This is the first year I've stuck with the same one. It's by Angels and Airwaves. So yeah, probably something that features Tom DeLonge and his nasally voice, just ripping it.
Well, ripping the statement. I like that. All right, so let's say you had to build a perfect reliever, right? You named four great relievers. If you had to build a perfect reliever, let's go off of the build. You're a big guy, but if you could build a perfect reliever, who would be for the size, the height, and everything? Who would be that guy?
I mean, I'd probably say someone around my size. You know, you just watch Felix go out, right? And he's this big old dude that comes out to the wire music, and you're like, all right, well, good for him, right? Yeah, I'd say I like the big body, imposing presence out there. But it is it's fun to watch, like a Kimbrel who's not as tall, right? And the benefits that you get from that in terms of how it kind of carries from such a low slot. So I don't know. I think you get success with both ends, but I gotta go with my own bias, right?
Okay, so let's talk about the look. So obviously that comes along with the look too. So you had Ryan Wilson with the beard, you had Gagne with the goggles.
Actually, I gotta put Gagne on my. Okay. I gotta change that rush. I completely. Hey, yeah, Gagne's got to go on probably over Papelbon.
Okay.
So Gagne is.
We'll edit that. So Gagne is on there. Okay.
Gagne, I completely forgot about him. You guys put me on the spot, and I wasn't thinking out there.
I'm glad I said that. That's so stuff. Like, man, who's stuff?
Who's stuff? I mean, there's so many. Just everything. Give me the Gagne heater. Give me the Mo cutter, just because, you got it going here, you got it going the other way. And then I think, we're going three. I feel like three's a lot. Okay, we'll go three. We'll go the Mo cutter, the Gagne heater. And then if it's going to be a big guy, I don't necessarily want a side-to-side one. Can I go Dylan Betances' banger? Give me Betances' curveball, because that was a.
You don't hear it. Yeah, I like that.
You just watched that thing, and it started eyes, ended underneath, and it was unbelievable to watch.
That's that, man. what is in the water in Tampa Bay that these guys like the pitchers grow on trees like that? You're great at what you do, right? Like Shane, all you guys, like it seems like there's a history of just how these pitchers all of a sudden just become gems. They get to Tampa. So what is it, man? Tell me.
Dude, it is so simple, and I didn't do it last night. I should have, but you get the guys right. You have the time, and you throw it over the plate, and that's. I've said it in every interview I've ever talked about pitching, is throw it over the plate, and that's what we preach, and that's where it all starts for us.
Love that, man. Well, P-Man, keep doing your thing out there, man. Love this interview. We definitely want to talk again, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Appreciate
it.
you.